Get your notepads ready. It's time for the Little Power Radio Show with your girl, Miss Mimi, aka Mimi the Great.
And we are here. It's Saturday, June 20 something. Yeah, 26. And it's the Love Power Radio Show. Look, y'all already know I'm not good with dates. I was just telling these people earlier, behind the scenes shenanigans is in full effect with your girl always, because I love them. And I was just telling my guest here that I thought July 1st was this past Thursday. And so I made a phone call to the people that, when I know my stuff is kicking in July 1st. And so I'm like, this is my number. Pull me up. Google me. Don't Google me yet. But that's pretty much how I was. Chest out, stuck out. And she was like, yes, ma'am, you're not authorized yet. And I was like, excuse me? Why not? And she said, well, you're not authorized until July 1st. Attitude on shoulders. I was. Well, ain't it? So then I glanced at the calendar and realized it was just the 25th. So anyway, that was my week. How was y'all week? Y'all already know my nose is built this way for a reason, and I want to know how y'all doing. Chef Square, how was your week?
Ooh. Talk about a grind. That was the week.
Nice.
Straight grind.
Ain't nothing like it. Did you grind up some, I don't know, powder?
Brisket?
Yeah, brisket and bring it.
No.
Did you sift some flour and make a cake? Is it outside?
Oh.
No.
Gotta get the cake.
Egg? Did you separate an egg and put it in a cookie?
Not today. Well, I tell you what I do got. He's gonna watch tail swing tomorrow.
Yes, that's what you did. Get ready.
Oh, no. I got some good game plans on that.
Okay. Well, we gonna get into that in just a little bit, because I ain't get all this juicy just by looking at food. Okay?
Oh, well,
I like to think it was, but it was by sitting at the table with some beans and cornbread. For those of y'all who don't know that I am from the country, and so beans and cornbread and greens and cornbread with your fingers, not with no fork and not with no spoon. That's how we ate them. Okay? So I ain't get these hips just by standing in the aisle looking. I'm just saying. So, when I heard the Chef Square was coming on here, I was like, yes, I get to sample some.
Oh, unfortunately, Chef Square was kind of busy and been in the mix, so I had a lot going on, so I couldn't prepare nothing. Oh, but I have something for you tomorrow, though.
Okay, I've been getting these promises, y'all.
Oh, I'm not promising.
3 months.
Oh.
So, but I'm ready to dig in because tomorrow is Soul Food Sunday.
It is.
That you and your wife are putting on. Mm-hmm. Okay, so tell us about that.
Basically, it's just gonna be a more like a drop-off event. It's just like a little kickstart for people to sample my food and get all tingly when they get through eating. That's my whole thing.
Okay, tingly while they're eating or when they get through?
When they get done. Okay. You know that happy sensation?
Okay.
The fat kid that just had the best piece of cake in the world.
Hey, come through.
And I tell you.
I was hoping y'all, though, to taste it for y'all so I could, I don't mind being people's taste testers.
Oh, don't worry.
But see, I thought I was going to be able to do it today. That's okay. It's okay, because I like surprises.
You will be very, very, very rewarded.
Shocked and pleased. Okay, so are you going to give us a hint on the menu or?
Let's just say it is not the traditional way that you're accustomed.
Okay.
It is a bit of a Chef Square twist.
Okay.
And I promise you,
nice.
My twist always end up being good.
Hey, so let's talk about the word twist. First of all, I don't mind twist with food, but don't try to twist me, okay? I'm just saying, my insurance don't cover it. I'm too old. I ain't that flexible no more. I'm just saying, and I know I ain't talking to you. I'm just saying.
Look.
So is the food gonna be spiked with no spicy stuff? No spiked Kool-Aid?
Well,
trash can punch?
Okay. With me, I don't do a lot of spice.
Okay.
I do what I'm doing doesn't really require a lot of spice per se, but flavor always.
Gotta have it.
Always.
Yeah, I do remember that one time. I think we did shrimp and something.
I did the stuffed chicken with citrus pepper shrimp, oven roasted potatoes, and a veggie stir fry.
Was that the one that had the shrimp, the big shrimp on top and dead center? That's all I remember.
Yeah.
The shrimp was good. And, anyway. Yeah. So I'm excited. Again, so we're having main meal and dessert. Mm-hmm. Did I hear you say trash can punch or was that?
No.
No?
That was just you.
That was just it. Lemonade? Red Kool-Aid.
Now, you know what? Actually, I think I am going to do lemonade.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Strawberry ice cream.
Ooh, you just kind of stretching.
Okay. Okay, I'll leave it. I'm just trying to give them a, idea of what they can expect to encounter. And it's happening tomorrow. From what time to what time? And how can they purchase tickets?
It will be from about 3 to 5.
Okay.
Just due to, I know everybody will be getting out of church around about that time. So that'd be a perfect time for everybody to kind of get their plates and be able to eat and rest and relax and, continue on for the beginning of the week.
Okay.
So it'll be from 3 to 5 and I will be delivering plates personally to people.
Okay.
We were gonna originally do a sit down event, but that just due to how things are going, we changed it. Mm-hmm. And so you can use my Cash App, Mr. Allen P357 on Cash App, to solidify your order and get it in.
And how much are the orders?
It's $15 a person.
Okay.
$25 for a couple. $50 for 4.
Okay.
Family of 4.
Nice. Oh wow. Nice. I might do that couple thing, have enough for the rest of the week. It's called part of planning.
Ma'am, you have nothing to worry about.
I'm so
ma'am, just take my word for it.
Okay.
I promise.
Prior planning, trying to help people understand prior planning is a thing. And it's okay. You live like I do. When you live like I do, I like the prior plan, especially when it comes to food. So we are going to take a break and we will be right back. Look at the show. It's your show.
Hey, it's your girl Lisa Dene, and I want to tell you about a product that has changed my life. Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins. Rain products are infused with a Nobel Prize-winning material called graphene. It's the graphene strip that provides the various health benefits that can improve your quality of life during that time of the month. Listen, I've been very loyal to a certain brand of feminine products, but I've never experienced the results I get with Rain products. The difference is in the graphene strip. Using Rain products has totally eliminated the painful cramps I experience, and it can also help balance your body's pH, eliminate harmful bacteria, and help fight fatigue. Graphene moves heat away from your core to keep you cool and comfortable. Ladies, it's time to upgrade your feminine care with products that not only offer protection, but also improve your health and wellness. Place your order today and receive your premium sanitary napkins delivered directly to your door. Visit www.drfcare.com to make your purchase today. And don't forget to mention that your girl Lisa Dene and Stunner Radio sent you. This show was sponsored in part by Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services, offering quality tax preparation, serving clients nationwide. For more information, visit www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
And we are back with Love Power Radio Show. It's your girl, Miss Mimi, aka Mimi the Great, and I'm here across the table with Chef Square. Tell us, how long have you been cooking meals like citrus something or other?
I actually just started about a year and a half.
Okay.
But I've been cooking since I was 8 years old.
Wow. Okay.
And my mom had me pretty well versed with a lot of things that she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so we used to sit down and watch Iron Chef cooking shows.
Oh, nice.
Gordon Ramsay,
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Flay.
Mm-hmm.
And so at first I was haphazardly watching.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started picking up different things.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started to be able to reproduce things that I see, which is kind of like an uncanny skill that I have. Like as far as like drawing or anything, I can recreate it. If I see it,
Okay.
I can recreate it.
Oh, nice.
So even when I was a barber for years, and so that was a skill that, of course, every barber needed to reproduce things that they could see. So it just kind of been a skill that I kind of kept with. And so I've been able to reproduce anything that I can see, whether it's cooking or whatever. So yeah.
And then add your own
twist
to it. Nice. That's awesome. And so that's pretty cool that you were you forced to watch those, or was it just, hey, come, let's watch this show?
Well, at first it was, hey, come look at this. And then it became, oh, what is he doing? Then I was like, wait a minute. Okay, he did the knife like what? Oh, he used that type of a slice. Oh, to give that. Oh. And nice. I started dissecting skill sets. Once I got to that point, it was pretty much downhill. So after that, it was just a matter of me putting whatever I had in front of me and reproducing it. So a lot of things I just kind of copied. Okay. And inside of me copying it, I kind of got some of the formal names to certain things, and then I just kind of used them to my advantage.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So, and that's pretty cool when you say that it was a, hey, come look at this, the whole train the child is what comes to my mind. So I don't know what Daddy was trying to say when he had me watching scary movies, Bill Bass fishing, and golf, which was boring. I always fell asleep in wrestling. I don't know. So if anybody can help sister understand. Now, I did pick up on Motor Week because I had to watch Motor Week every Sunday. So I absolutely love to learn about fixing cars and stuff like that in classics. So I guess. So what's the name of your company, your kitchen?
It's East Traveling Square Kitchen.
Okay.
Is the name. And everybody that knows me know that I'm a Mason. And that's kind of the originate from where that came from. And it is going.
Nice. I like it.
It is going.
So for someone to, and I'm going to ask again so people know how to, is there a cutoff for people to order if they want you to come and deliver tomorrow? Do they need to have it all in by noon tomorrow?
It has to be in by, I would say, 7
p.m. tonight?
Tonight.
Okay.
So yeah, at least by 7 tonight. I will actually give it another hour. So I'll say 8. I'll say get it in by 8 o'clock tonight. That way I should know what all that I need to do and who all I need to see. Okay,
cool. So you heard that from the horse's mouth, y'all. Get it in. No, the absolute latest you can get it in tonight is 8 p.m. For one person is
15.
And for two
is 25.
Okay.
And for 4 it is 50.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Before it's anyway. Okay. Because he said oxtails, and I've been wanting some oxtails for a hot minute. So.
Well, let's just. I'm gonna give you a little teaser.
Dang, how you gonna say I'm gonna give you a taste?
It's gonna be I'm gonna do my signature espresso rub oxtails.
Espresso coffee?
Yeah.
Okay.
and I have a little twist with it
Okay.
that I do, but that's gonna be the for the oxtail.
Okay.
So it's gonna be different,
Mm-hmm.
but I guarantee you'll like it.
Okay. Cool beans. And will there be gravy? Is it?
I mean, come on, how can you not do oxtails without gravy? I mean,
Baby, how do you cook pecans and potato salad? So
I mean, not to say that it hasn't been done, but I mean, come on now, who does that?
Well, so anyway, because I saw a post the other day that somebody said if you put pecans and some other stuff in your potato salad, you are not the one for me.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, you need to be let in the kitchen. That's a whole show. So, and again, tell people how they can order, where they need to be sending their money to.
Actually, you can reach me on Mr. Allen P 357 on Cash App to get your order in, or you can get with my wife on Zelle, and
her Zelle is Angel Lisa at live.com. That's ANGELLYSA at live.com, or the phone number 713-820-2122. Alicia Middleton, which I think is totally awesome. I'm just saying, ain't nothing like having another half to, oh no, you can send it to my wife. You sure can, boo, I got you. I'm just saying. So how does that dynamic work? Because for those of you who don't know, your wife has, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, about 92 businesses. So do you anticipate having 90 or?
It feels like that, but
Okay.
It's not that exact number.
No, that's not the number. Okay.
We both have about 5 apiece.
Okay, cool. Nice. Come through. I just think about
Yeah, like 5. It's like 5 apiece.
I need about 6,000.
Oh, we have a little too close to payday. You know how I go when it get close to payday.
Listen, that's why I said 6. I could have said 60 a piece, but I only said 6. So, I'll give it back. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday.
See,
Right.
You
no?
Okay. I don't think I can let you go. I mean, I don't know.
Come on, man.
I have another person I have to answer to,
Oh, okay. Well, I think it'll work. I think it'll work.
Yeah. Ooh-wee.
Yes, I think it'll work. So, what was one of the main things that made you want to start cooking for revenue?
It just became something that I like to do. It started out being okay, let me help out a friend.
Oh, okay.
And then it became okay, I'm doing this and people are actually liking my food. Okay, well, you know what? Let's see. And then it just kind of continued into what it is now.
Nice. And so how did that work for you? So we have the boss lady coming through. How was it for you when he started this particular business? Because I know he said y'all have 5 apiece.
Well, I had about 92. So he took some off my plate, so to make it just balance out a lot more. So we share responsibility on a few of the businesses, but some of them are more him than me. And so when he started doing this, I felt like just like it was a big, huge relief, because when he decided to no longer be a part of corporate America, of course, the next thing is, okay, well, how are we going to generate income?
Right.
And to find out that it's something that he loves to do and he's actually good at. And I don't know if you guys know, but he's a Leo. And so he can be pretty feisty. He can be pretty hard-headed. And when he wakes up in the morning, he is a beast and a bear.
Wow.
And a beast and a bear, the one that growls.
Wow.
And so whenever he is cooking, the beast goes away.
Oh, nice.
And so it's amazing to me that he can monetize something that makes him feel good and makes me feel good. Because, ooh, child, when I come home from work, let me tell y'all what he made the other day.
Okay. Come on, with
Yeah, he made some shrimp lo mein.
Chicken and shrimp lo mein.
By himself, like from scratch.
Okay, so let me tell you the story behind it. Remember, I told you I can reproduce anything I see. And we had already said that we wanted some lo mein at the beginning of the week.
That was his mama fault.
And right, it really was. So she goes, "Oh, let me show you this recipe."
Uh-oh.
It was a recipe for lo mein. I immediately stopped and was like, "Oh yeah? Well, hold on. Well, we got this, and this already in the house. Which means if I go to the store, I ain't gotta just really pick up that much stuff, come back, whip it up real quick, and it'll be done." So next thing you know, the original recipe was for chicken lo mein.
Okay.
I threw in shrimp.
Okay. Wow.
And hey,
The rest is history.
pretty much.
Wow.
It was gone. I live with 2 bariatric patients. That was gone.
I mean, that's good.
It was good.
Literally.
I fell asleep with my glasses and my clothes on.
Yes.
The plate in front of me.
On your lap
No,
or
no,
at
like
the table,
literally,
like
like she was laying eating, and she went to sleep.
yes, indeed.
Like
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
dead.
I was like, where are my glasses?
Yeah.
Where's yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It was no, they were he took them off and like he moved me around, I think. I don't know.
I know
I
she
just-
tossed and turned for a while, but it was funny because I took her glasses off and I put everything. And so I'm half asleep. This is the next morning. I'm half asleep, and I hear, "Where's my glasses?" I put them on the nightstand.
Yes, indeed. That's my teamwork.
"Where's my charger?" It's on the floor.
Yes, indeed. Come through.
"Where's my keys?" I put them in front of the TV. Now, mind you, when I finally wake up, I sent her a text message. I was like, "Was I half asleep telling you
What's the
baby
word?
stuff?" And she was like, "Yes." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I thought I was tripping.
Yeah. That's all you let out.
Yes, and then I was like, did you know that I stole the lo mein? Because there was some left,
Mhm.
and I took it.
I mean, why
I
not?
took it to work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you share it with anyone?
absolutely not.
I thought you were supposed to share with people.
Man,
Okay, the only
look.
person I would have shared it with did not go to work that day because we alternate Fridays.
Okay.
So it was my Friday in the office and hers, it wasn't. So the other people, I don't like them like that.
Tell the truth and shame enough.
Not to mention, if you would have had some of this lo mein, you wouldn't share.
It was really good. And I'm a lo mein fan, and I didn't even know I was a lo mein fan until his mom. And then you know we're trying to not spend money is what happened. And when she said she wanted lo mein, I was all for breaking that rule and going to get the lo mein.
Where's your favorite place to get lo mein from?
It's a place off of Tidwell. It's Asian cafe.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know.
It's really really good, but
Is it?
Now that you make your own.
well, the thing about it was when I seen the recipe, I was like, I better not pay for another damn piece of lo mein ever again.
What I loved about it was because I am a bariatric patient, the pasta it's really filling, so it makes you full fast. But it didn't do that. We were able to enjoy a sufficient amount of food, you know, because we ate all of it. And
And that's what I was going to ask. Was it made from scratch or was it something the lo mein was?
Yes, it was made from scratch.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. So did you use what's in lo mein anyway?
Okay, so basically I used like a frozen. I did it kind of simple, and it's a very simple recipe that anybody could use. All you do, get your. I went to Kroger. Kroger has those stir fry starter packs in the frozen food section.
Okay.
I took one of those. You can get you some chicken, the grilled chicken that's in the bag, and spaghetti noodles.
Oh, okay. Ah.
And once you boil your noodles, then you begin your stir fry process. So you do your chicken or whatever meat you're going to put in it. And then after you cook your meats, then you put your veggies in, and then you cook your veggies. And then after that, you stick the pasta on. You put the pasta on top and stir it until it looks the part.
The seasoning was different though, because the way that I I had never had lo mein until his mom bought it like a few months ago. And it's different. The way that he seasoned it was different. He always he does replicate things, and it's uncanny the way he can look at something and just duplicate it. Or when I can say something and he'll go do it, like the seafood lasagna. That's awesome. And he is just a different. He always adds a twist. It was my idea because he said, "I'm gonna make you some lasagna," and I was like, "Can you make it seafood?" Yeah. And then I was like, "No, red sauce, Alfredo."
And your idea of seafood is shrimp, lobster,
all of it.
Okay.
At the same time.
At the same. Okay.
And so he did. He made it. He made the Alfredo from scratch. He made the
no, not the very first time.
Not the very first time, but the second time.
I did it with regular Alfredo sauce. Okay. And then somebody gave me some real good game.
Okay.
And then after I got that good game, I started making my own
nice.
Alfredo sauce.
Ain't nothing like somebody bringing you up on that.
And so I had did it the second time that I did it with That's one of my favorite dishes to cook because you can't stop eating it.
Oh yeah,
it's loaded with cheese,
and mushrooms and spinach and every seafood and sausage.
Yes,
Ugh.
Andouille sausage in
there. So, do you also offer food prepping?
I do.
Okay.
My website actually is off the ground, so if you you can visit www.easttraveling.square.com. Okay. And you can order. I have a weekly menu. I have appetizers, appetizer menu, and I do have my section for my personal chef and meal preps.
Okay. And what's the turnaround for that? If somebody wanted something for this week coming, would they have to have it in by previous Friday, or
it would be by the previous Saturday?
Okay.
Reason being is because then it gives me time to line everything out and then have your everything. So I would do like Saturday, like at the latest the Saturday before, but I normally do a week prior.
Okay.
I normally do a week prior because in between that time I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you. I want to know what you like, what you don't like. What your goal, like allergies, what your goal is. I need to know all of those things. And so I take that info and I turn it into your meal prep.
Oh, cool. So if you guys want or need meal prep, www.easttraveling.square.com. I'm excited about tomorrow because I'm ready to eat some oxtails.
Me too.
Oh yeah,
I am too.
Taste them for y'all.
I wanted some. I wanted some last week, but I was like, no, we're gonna do it this week. So no. And I'm gonna tell you something else. While he was doing that, I decided to help him with the event. So I got 2 bakers. Okay. For desserts.
Nice.
And 2 different bakers. Shout out to Sunshine's Unlimited and Bacon and Cakin Bakery. Nice. Sunshine's Unlimited made us a 7-Up cake, and Bacon and Cakin made us cheesecake cupcakes.
So is it Sunshine over yonder, Sunshine off of OST, or is this somebody else?
She's not on. Yeah, somebody different.
Okay. Cool.
She both of them specialize in from scratch baking. So nice. I wanted that. And I felt that it was important while we were putting his name out to put somebody else's name out as well. Absolutely. You know, because it's enough for everybody to eat. Yeah. And the whole purpose, the whole goal of Stunner Radio is to have people be heard. So I definitely wanted to, you know, if we're going to do that. And plus, I mean, we have to give you guys dessert, and that's just not our thing.
So I go to dessert first. So I got to make sure when I'm, you know, I just want a corner of it so I know what to expect at the end. So taste the dessert.
Right.
You know.
I used to eat dessert first.
Yeah, I still do.
You know what?
Are you a not eat dessert first person?
No, in most circumstances, I would advise sampling the dessert first.
Okay.
But in this instance, my oxtails, the flavor and the power of the aroma is so strong. I don't know if you're going to sample the dessert first.
Yeah, it would be a travesty.
It's gonna be real deflating if you eat that plate and you can't eat that dessert.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get mad.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
They take it from the original, the taste tester herself.
Absolutely. And I'm a bariatric patient, so like I don't eat a lot, and it's like I want 8 grains of rice. That's all I want, because everything else I want to be able to at least taste like a bite of everything else, because I don't get the 6 bites.
Oh,
so
that's it.
That's it. That's all I get. And then like for an hour or so later, then I can try it. So I'll fix a regular plate and I will eat on it for the day.
Okay.
Until, till it's gone, or until the next day, and that's another thing that I really like about his meal preps. He does know how to cater to bariatric patients, because we have smaller portions.
Oh, okay.
So we have smaller containers for that. And, he makes it, convenient for whoever his customer is. That's why he wants to have that conversation. That's why he wants to know you. Absolutely. Because he could tell when you're talking to somebody, you could tell what their preferences are. You could tell, they're going to tell you what they like and what they don't like. And you can kind of pick up on, what you need to do different or extra, for that customer.
Right. Because, everybody's palate is different.
Absolutely.
And I'm not the type of person that I give you what I want you to have. I give you what you want.
Right.
And so it's a tailored experience. Everything with me is a tailored experience.
Nice.
Like, it's never, you don't have to worry about if you're going to get one thing and somebody else is going to get another, because everybody's going to be treated for their own particular personal whatever. So, one person's journey may not be another person's journey.
Right.
So I have been around the food service industry enough to know how to cater to specific parties as well as a mass group.
Okay. Who started their business first?
I did.
Okay.
Well, okay.
I did travel first, but then he was a barber probably at the same time.
Well, no.
No, you was a barber before that.
I was a barber before that.
Yeah.
I was a barber before that. Then here recently, she was the first.
Okay.
I was the first entrepreneur, but she was the first one to launch a business. And so she started with travel, and it kind of went from there.
Okay, nice. And I'm asking this because I was looking at a post earlier, a young lady, Tabitha Brown. I don't know if you guys have come across her page, but she was talking about how she and her husband moved to, I think, California so she could pursue acting. And she told him, just give me 5 years and I'll retire you. And so it was an interesting story of her telling how, it's been more than 5, but now she's at a point in her career where she can actually retire, and he retired this past week. How would that, because I've heard stories for years of how men feel when the woman makes more money than you or than the man. If that were the case, how would that, do you think you would be on board for that, or how would that make you feel if your wife made more than you?
My wife told me before I started becoming a full-time entrepreneur that in 5 years she was going to retire me. You don't ever hear that as a man, period.
True.
You just don't hear that.
True.
Right? So at first when she said that, I was like, well, you know what? Okay. If you say that, all right, that's going to be what it is. I had no idea the journey that I was about to be going into.
Yes, indeed.
And now that I'm now a full-time entrepreneur, mind you, I was in corporate America at that time. So for me to now be a full-time entrepreneur, I better not ever doubt anything she say.
Yes, indeed.
Since we're speaking of that, how many years did it take?
2.
No. Boss lady.
So I told him the other day, because he was throwing a fit about something. And I mean, he was giving me the business, like throwing a whole fit. And I said, before the end of 2021, you will forever be in my debt.
Uh-oh.
And he was like, because he was still giving me the business. And I was like, yeah. And I didn't even, I didn't flinch. I just let him keep giving me the business, just whatever. And he just was still, full thundercloud mode. And so yesterday I reminded him, I said, I told you that before 2021 is over, you will forever be in my debt. Did you not believe me?
Yeah.
And he said, well, I don't know. I don't have, what did you say? I don't have anything to.
Well, I don't have a prior, I said I don't have a prior experience
So,
to draw from.
yeah.
I mean, because you hear a lot, but for somebody to tell me that I will forever be in their debt, I definitely got to see this one.
Oh, okay.
I'm Lisa the boss lady.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I don't doubt it.
Okay.
But
he's the boss man.
I want to see this.
Absolutely. But I'm Lisa the boss lady. So I decided I was going to bring it back up so that everybody can see and be witness.
Oh, okay. Bear witness
to him forever being
30,
by December 31st of 2021, he will forever be in my debt.
Okay. Are those like fighting words? Like
that don't sound healthy.
No.
Just chime in.
It's
your girl Lisa Danae.
Let me say it a different way.
Say this do not sound healthy to tell somebody.
Well, not just somebody, but your husband.
You gotta
Be
let
in
them
my
feel
debt.
like they winning.
Well,
yeah,
let me say it a
different
different. Let me say it a different way. I think maybe I chose my words. No, that's what I said, but I don't. That's not. Let me say it a different way. Before the end of 2021, you will be grateful that I am who I am and I do what I do.
Again.
And I guess not be so mad all the time about why I do what I do. You'll understand why I do what I do and why I go the lengths that I go to.
What were some of the things or your biggest thing that you learned on this journey? Because you were like, this has been a journey. What was one of the things that you learned that was like, whew?
You know what? Take a person out of corporate America, give them drugs and tell them to go sell drugs. They'll be like a fish out of water, and and vice versa. So it's about learning, but learning on a learning curve, and I had to learn on the learning curve because being a full-time entrepreneur is a fast-paced game. So you have to get used to that, and like for somebody that I was used to it young, and then I got away from it, and then I had to kind of pick it back up. Well, muscle memory will tell you that if you've done something once before, your body is equipped to get back into that gear.
Okay.
The thing about it is I had to kind of direct myself, and I had to not fall under certain stigmas. I had to make my own way. And so that's basically what happened. I just learned my own way.
Okay. Wow. That's interesting. So what would you tell somebody who is breaking out from corporate America or is teeter-tottering and they want to start their own business? Should they, what would be the top 3 things you would tell them to get prepared for?
I would say, take advantage of this Boss Up Boot Camp.
Okay.
That my wife is
spearheading.
Come through, because that's going to give you a lot of what I would say, and from 3 very, very dynamic perspectives. So, but I would say, just make your mind up.
Right.
Everything starts with a decision.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, either you're going to decide to be a boss or you're going to decide to be a worker. Which one do you want to be?
Right.
I found out that, okay, well, look, me trying corporate America when I had originally been a boss was not for me.
Okay.
So I had to get back to being a boss. And you have to decide that. That has to be a determining factor. And it's like, how bad do you want to be a boss? Do you want it? Do you really want it?
Yeah.
If you really want it, you're going to chase that.
Yeah.
If you don't really want it, then, it'll come to you whenever it comes to you. And, well, me running with my wife, like, I could not, like, just.
Could not. Okay. So let's talk a minute because y'all got the Boss Up Boot Camp coming as well as the business fair. So let's talk about that for a little bit, boss lady.
The business fair is similar to a job fair, but it's not a job fair.
Okay.
It's an anti-job fair. It's an unjob fair,
okay,
if you will. The business fair is similar to a job fair in the fact that there's different business entities there that you can stop and talk to, the different ones that you're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's similar to a job fair. But how it's dissimilar is that it's encouraging you to work for yourself, to write your own paycheck, to value yourself. Because at the end of the day, even if you love your job and your job loves you, because I'm not saying that corporate America is not capable of loving their employees. They are, but nobody, it doesn't matter how much they love you, they're not going to pay you enough to be their neighbor.
That's it.
And so you want to take, initiative of that in yourself.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the same premise that the Boss Up Boot Camp is on, except the Boss Up Boot Camp gives you a little more skills straight across the board. Not one particular business. It's for all businesses because the skills that you'll get, you can use for any business. You have Lisa Dene, the #1 stunner, coming and giving you nuggets. And when she talks, you want to listen, period and point blank.
Yeah.
You have Jacorian Burks, the young entrepreneur whiz talking about finesse, and that word in itself tells you what you need to hear it. You need to hear it. And we have LaFlower Bowie, a dynamic speaker, period, and she has the best ethic, the best principles, and she's going to talk to us about that. And of course, you have Lisa, the boss lady, bringing up the rear, talking about business confidence, because that's one thing that you must have. And a lot of us don't have it. A lot of us have the fear of failure. A lot of us think that we can't do something because other people are doing it. And I'm here to tell you why you can, because every time you tell me that you can't, I can tell you why you can.
That's it.
And it's that. And we also have a vendor show.
Okay.
A vendor show is going to be a part of that as well. So you have the opportunity to get a vendor table and come and sell your merch at the Boss Up Boot Camp. Vendor tables are $75, and that's including conference registration as well as lunch. All registrations include lunch. General admission is $50, and that's lunch and the conference, and you get to attend the vendor show. Okay. So what I love about the vendor event, a lot of people ask me, oh, do I have to bring tables? Oh, do I have to bring that? You just have to bring your merch. That's it.
Right. Because most times as vendor, when people do vendor, sometimes they do have to bring their tables and their merch.
Someone said they had to bring Wi-Fi before. Like you have, the little mobile Wi-Fi, they had to bring that before. You don't have to bring any of that. And you also have the Boss Up registration, which is $100, and it allows you to schedule a consultation with me at a later date. Nice. So one thing I can tell you about myself, not to toot my own horn, but if you are feeling a certain type of way, if you don't think that you have a light to shine, I guarantee you I can see it. And I'm going to let you, I'm going to show you what that light is, and I'm going to help it shine.
So how can they purchase or register for the Boss Up Boot Camp? And do they need to register for the business fair?
The business fair is an Eventbrite link that you can register for. If you go on my Facebook page, you can find the link to the Boss Up Boot Camp. To the business fair, as well as to the Boss Up Boot Camp. You can go to LisaTheBossLady.com. That's LYSATHABOSSLADY.com. And I am absolutely going to do a flash sale one day, so just watch and see when it is.
Ooh, and maybe even give away a free general admission ticket or something?
Not free.
No?
Nothing is free.
Giveaway?
Nothing is free.
No giveaways?
Because I think that if you are a business owner, you should want to invest in your business, because that's going to show me the ethic that you have and the commitment that you have to your business. The business fair is free. You don't have to pay anything for that, but it is recommended that you register for it. And Lisa Dene is going to be there talking about being a radio host. I'll be there talking about travel. We have another lady that is talking about life insurance. We have Miss Cat talking. Guys, we have a dynamic lineup at this business fair. And just like you flock to these job fairs, flock to the business fair. It is no longer a luxury to have multiple streams of income. It is a necessity.
Yeah, it's a must.
Absolutely.
It really is, and it's time for us to get unlocked when it comes to always wanting to run to get a job. You said, they're not going to pay you enough to be their neighbors.
Thanks.
And I talked about this last week when I talked about my supervisor telling my client, or if one of my caregivers is driving a Lexus, I'm paying them too much. Really?
Oh, fam.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did that.
You know what? Now, shout out to Lisa tonight, because this woman is phenomenal, straight up. When I decided I wanted to actually be a full-time entrepreneur, this woman sat down with me for 45 minutes and changed my whole outlook on business, and it just turned me into who I am now.
Nice, that's good.
45 minutes, uncanny conversation, but it just pushed. It just something registered and it resonated, and it just pushed me forward.
Yeah, nice. And it's also good too because she's phenomenal when it comes to being able to see stuff. Seeing what people need to do, being able to read and be like, okay, so you this type of person, so let's go at it this way. And I think that's awesome. So it's truly going to be to your detriment to come to the business fair, sign up and register for the Boss Up Bootcamp. And the business fair is
not to your detriment. It's going to be to your benefit.
Benefit, thank you. To come.
We're not trying to hurt you.
No, we are trying to get you out of that rut.
Absolutely.
Of thinking that you can, thinking that you don't. Because a lot of people don't get started because, mine doesn't look like yours, and mine ain't fancy like that, and I don't have enough money.
I gotta wait. I gotta wait till I get this. I gotta wait till I get that, or I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Tomorrow does not ever come. Pick up what you got. Run.
And one thing that Toby said years ago, and I've talked about this before. He was talking about how people are like, we ain't got a team like you, and we can't do this and we can't do that. And he was like, yo. My first video was on a raggedy iPhone 6. Y'all tripping. But he had to get started, like you said earlier. And something that I've always loved, the journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. You have to take what you have and do what you can do with it, and then let the universe or God or the people that you come across add to it.
And you know what? It's all about finding your niche. I had to learn that, okay, just because the boss lady is my wife, don't mean that I can reproduce being the boss lady. It's not gonna work for me. So I had to find out my niche. Now, mind you, my wife is if I could describe her tenacity as a businesswoman, would be the equivalent of Gary Payton and Jordan fusing together, being one of the most dynamic defenders at all times. And it's that type of a tenacity that she has. And like, oh my goodness, it is wonderful to see. And it's a lot to digest, but I guarantee you, however you were when you first went in, it's not gonna be the person when you come out.
When you leave. That's awesome. So again, the Boss Up. No, let's go with the business fair. The
business fair is July the 24th. It's going to be at Flat Fee Tax and Prep Services. So definitely be there. The Boss Up Bootcamp is September 18th. It's from 10 to 3 at the Reverse It Center.
Okay, cool. That's a nice spot.
It is. It's a very nice spot, and it's a decent size. That's why I thought to have the vendor tables, because it can accommodate that.
Yeah, so nice setup, and it's another way of Stunner Radio showing that we support our own. So we're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back.
Now that the world is opening up again, we're all planning events and get-togethers, but choosing the right caterer for your event can be a full-time job. Don't stress, just contact Jet Catering Services and they will take care of all your needs and allow you to focus on your guests. No matter the occasion or budget, Jet Catering Services can make your event memorable and your guests will be amazed. Visit www.jetcateringservice.com for more information and tell them Stunner Radio sent you.
What time?
Hey, it's your girl Lisa Dene, and I want to tell you about an amazing event that I just found out about. It's called a business fair. Are you tired of going to job fairs when you know you really want to be your own boss? Maybe you just don't know where to start. Well, this business fair, presented by Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services, is just for you. If you're in the Houston and surrounding areas, come and learn all about the many business opportunities available to you. For more information and rates, call 281-661-3975 or visit www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. And don't forget to mention that your girl Lisa Dene and Stunner Radio sent you.
Our radio show, it's your girl Miss Mimi, and I'm here with the awesome dynamic duo, Chef Square and Lisa the Boss Lady. So we're at the end of our show, and you know at the end of the show, I always love to give y'all some love. Because some of y'all like that, and ain't nothing you can do about it unless you bring in ice cream. So that's the conversation. But anyway, Lisa the Boss Lady, what you got? What kind of information or what kind of love you want to share with people?
The love I want to share is just that love. It seems to me that today is difficult to find where people care about each other, love each other, think about each other's feelings. Mm-hmm. And I think we should get back to that. And I will share just a little bit with you guys. I'm not the most religious person in the world, but I do pray every single day. And that is my prayer. My prayer is that, God touches us and allows us to care about each other like we used to. Mm-hmm. We used to care about each other. We used to, would care how the next person felt. Mm-hmm. And today is we just don't do that. So I challenge everybody, care about somebody today, love somebody, or give somebody something, because you never know what they're going through. And if I'm the person and I say something to you and it makes you jump off that ledge, that last little bitty thing, then, that's a cross that I have to bear.
You was going to jump anyway.
You were going to jump, but I don't want to be the person to make you, that be the straw that broke the camel's back. So if I could be a person that you were having a bad day and I made you smile, mm-hmm. then that makes me feel better. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we should go into it with that, being that person to make somebody smile.
Chef Square, what you guys?
I challenge men to pull from the old school values. Mm-hmm. I remember when men were respected, it didn't matter what creed, color, race, but a man was respected because he owned what he was and he owned what he did. And that is something that I challenge every man to do. We have a lot of people that look to men as guidance, as role models, as examples. And just know that there's always somebody watching you that wants to be you, that sees your successes and wants to emulate that. Mm-hmm. And for that, I just challenge every man to be that man. Yeah. It's time out for us to, that's not my responsibility. Yeah. Because it's all our responsibility. Because if you notice, the role of the man has diminished in these days of time. Absolutely. Versus how it ever had been in days past. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So it's just about getting back to that. Mm-hmm. Getting back to what made Black people the way that we were. At first we were a tight-knit race. Mm-hmm. And now it seems like it's a band of cutthroats. And it's time to get back together to bring and bridge that gap. It's time out for holding on to knowledge and just holding on to it just because you don't want to acknowledge doing something for the next person, or even a youngster that may be coming up under you. Mm-hmm. And I just think that we need to take time, set aside time to bless the game of those that do not know.
Yeah. And so for me, I'm gonna go back to what I said earlier. The journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. Take that step. There are so many people who are sitting on a ledge wanting to do things. Oh, I wanted to start a business. Oh, I wanted to, whatever, go to start acting or start modeling or whatever. And they're sitting, waiting on something to happen. What needs to happen is you moving, period. Doesn't matter what you don't have, what you think, because you don't walk like somebody else. And that's what I experienced when I first started modeling. Oh, I don't walk like that person. I'm not supposed to. It's called being in your lane.
Absolutely.
Take your lane and color it just like you need to color it. I almost said something, but I think Mama watching. So be okay with being in your lane, because, like brother said, there are people looking at you. There are people rooting for you. There's somebody who is waiting to see someone like you. I remember when I started acting. At first, I didn't want to because I hadn't really seen too many people with moles on their face. So I was really kind of skeptical until I walked into a presentation after they were doing it was an acting class. They did their presentation, and one of the young ladies that was on stage had a face full of freckles. Had I not seen that, had she not let that stop her, I probably would have been sitting on the corner or something. Not the corner. That's I'm not sitting on the corner. Not unless I'm at a red light. But anyway, but I probably would have drug my feet a little bit longer when it came to acting, because you don't see that too often. And then I've been made fun of when I was younger about having moles on my face. Moles run in my family, right? So be you. Be unapologetically you. Do what you have to do to be the best you every day. And let that be that. And that's all I got. It's Love Pie Radio Show. Make sure you tune in. Have a great week. And we'll see you later.